A rifle that backfired on Civil War troops, to a grenade disguised as a Nerf football, to the world's first submarine that accidentally sank itself. These are the weirdest weapons of the American Civil War. And some of these are so bizarre, they got openly mocked on the battlefield. Kinda like the double-barrel cannon. Cause in 1862, down in the heart of Georgia, a dentist named John Gilliland decided he was gonna change the war with a double-barrel cannon. The idea was beautiful in its insanity. 2 barrels mounted side by side, and 2 cannonballs chained together. When you fire this thing, the chained cannonballs would fly out in unison, stretch the chain tight, and mow down entire ranks of Union soldiers like a lawnmower. In theory, this weapon was vicious, but when Gilliland tested it out, the results weren't so pretty. Cause the 2 barrels didn't fire at the exact same time. Instead of flying out in unison, the cannonballs whipped around like a giant bola. They knocked down trees, demolished a chimney, and even killed a cow in a nearby field. Sir, we just killed a cow! Stop shooting! But Gilliland didn't listen. After multiple test fires, the same chaotic thing kept happening every single time. And once the generals saw the double-barrel cannon in action, they declared it completely useless, and it never saw battle. Unlike this next weapon. A sabotage device so devious, historians say it's the earliest example of an IED. And that's the coal torpedo. It was invented by Confederate Captain Thomas Edgeworth Courtney, who took a hollow cast iron shell, packed it with gunpowder, sealed it shut with beeswax, and then dipped it in tar to make it look exactly like a regular lump of coal. Hey, it does look like coal! Courtney handed it to the Confederates, who smuggled it onto a Union ship's coal pile. Eventually, sometimes days later, a Union sailor would shovel that coal into a steam boiler, and the entire boiler would explode. Kinda genius! And it's believed that coal torpedoes were responsible for the destruction of the steamer Greyhound, which was carrying Union General Benjamin Butler. He survived, but barely. But the most terrifying part is you'd never know it was sabotage, because boiler explosions happened all the time in the 1860s due to bad maintenance and overpressure. So coal torpedoes could have been used way more than we know, and we'd never have the records to prove it. But while exploding coal was killing Union sailors, this next weapon was killing the very person who used it. And I'm talking about the Porter turret rifle, which came about when someone asked, what if we made a revolver, but with way more chambers, and rotated it sideways? And the answer was a wheel-shaped magazine, kind of like a tiny pizza, bolted horizontally onto the side of a rifle. As you fired, the wheel rotated, bringing each chamber in line with the barrel. Pretty clever, huh? But here's the catch. As the wheel rotated, one chamber always pointed forward towards the target, and another chamber always pointed backward, directly at the shooter's face. If even one round in the wheel misfired due to chain fire, which was a known issue where the spark from one chamber ignites the powder in all the other chambers, then the bullet wouldn't just fly out of the barrel, it would also fly out the back, into the shooter. Specifically, into their face. Sir, don't shoot! Believe it or not, a few of these actually saw action in the Civil War. And luckily, only a few men accidentally got blown up by their own rifles. I'm throwing this thing in the garbage!